All right, grab your Learn book. We are going to be doing something a little bit different today. We're going to skip a few pages. So you're going to want to be on page 243, okay? And if you have a ruler somewhere in your house, that would be something that we're going to be using today. I know at the beginning of the year we talked a lot about measuring to the nearest centimeter, and even talked a little bit about meters. But if you remember, here is our ruler. So the little ones, whoops, starting on this side all the way up, those ones are the centimeters, okay? So to do the centimeters, it says right here either centimeters or it will say inches normally. I don't know if this one does. But the inches are bigger. They're about the size of right here or about the size of a small paper clip, okay? So we're going to be talking about inches and the little guys, the centimeters, okay? So on page 243, remember for inches, you want to start, you don't start right away, you want to start right at that first tick mark. Do you see that right there? That's where you're going to want to start. And then for the centimeters, that one too, you want to start right at that tick mark right there, okay? And anytime, this time it's going to be the nearest centimeter or the nearest inch. So for the inches, this is the halfway point. It's the really long one. So if it's anywhere past that, then you're going to go up to 1 inch, okay? So for this one, if it's in the middle or more, you're going to go up to the next inch, okay? So we're going to be doing some of these together. On number 1, you're going to be measuring this in centimeters and inches, okay? So I'm going to start with inches first. That is the bigger ones, and I'm going to see what I get, okay? So I'm lining it up right now. What did you guys get? I got 5 inches. Okay, so inches is IN, that's the abbreviation. And now I'm going to flip my ruler over and I'm going to do the centimeters next. So centimeters, I line that one up. For this one, it's kind of in the middle between 12 and 13, a little bit more towards the 13. So I'm going to round that to 13 centimeters, 13 cm. Okay? All right, now I'm going to go on to number 2. Okay, number 2, should we start with our centimeters this time? The little guys, cm. Okay, here we go. I'm lining mine up. It's between the 10 and the 11. It's a little bit past the mid tick mark, so that is going to go all the way to 11, okay? So 11 centimeters, 11 cm is the abbreviation. Now I'm going to flip my ruler over to the inches, and I'm going to line everything up. And for this one, it's between the 4 and the 5, but it's not quite to the mid tick mark, so I'm going to round that to 4, okay? Good. Now I'm going to go on to number 3. Number 3, whoops, don't forget, centimeters first, so make sure it's the little guys. Line it all up. Okay, mine's really close here. It's between the 14 and the 15, but it's closer to the 15. So I'm going to say 15 centimeters here. Did you get that too? 15 cm. Then flip your ruler over so you've got the inches on the top. Let's see what we have there. That one is between the 5 and the 6. It's a little bit past the mid mark, almost towards the 6, so I'm going to round that to 6. Okay? Nice work. Next, we're going to do number 4. We're going to start with our centimeters, so make sure you've got the little ones. And when you line that up, this one is between 7 and 8. It's a little bit past the tick mark of the 7, so we're going to round that up to 8. Good. And then we're going to flip it over, so we're doing our inches, and we're going to see, what is that one? 3, right? Yeah, good job. So 3 inches there. Then it says for number 5, did you use more inches or more centimeters when measuring the lines above? Well, look, what do you see? Are the numbers higher for the centimeters or are they higher for the inches? They're higher for the centimeters, right? So I'm going to say centimeters on letter A. And then letter B says, write a sentence to explain why you would use more. Why do you think there was more? Well, let's look. A centimeter is that big, but an inch is this big, right? The inch is so much bigger. The centimeter is smaller, so it makes sense that there's going to be more of those. So on letter B, I would say the centimeter is smaller. That tells you why there's going to be more. Once you're done, you can flip the page to page 244. As a reminder, if I'm ever going too fast for you, just pause it and unpause when you are ready to continue. Okay, number 6 says, draw lines with the measurements below. So the first one says A, 3 centimeters long. So make sure you're on the centimeter side. That's the one that is the small one. And you are going to draw a line that is 3 centimeters long, okay, just with your pencil, okay? Should be pretty short, right? And then the next one says draw 3 inches long. So make sure you switch. So now you're at your inches, and you're going to draw yours 3 inches long, okay? So you can do that again with your pencil. Now, which one is longer? The one with the inches, right? Good. Now, number 7 says, Thomas and Chris both measured the crayon below, but came up with different answers. Explain why both answers are correct. Okay, so why don't you try? It says, Thomas says it's 8 centimeters, and Chris says it's 3 inches. Why don't you try to see what they are? So try it with the inches and see if Chris is right, and try it with the centimeters and see if Thomas is right, okay? So let's try that. I'm going to try the inches or the centimeters first. Okay, I would say that's pretty close to 8. Now I'm going to flip it around and try inches. That's pretty close to 3. Why do you think they both got different answers, but they're both correct? That's what you're going to write down on the bottom. It's, well, one person was measuring in inches, right? And the other person was measuring in centimeters. They both got the correct answer. They were just measuring with different things, right? Great job. All right, you can do page 245 if you'd like. You don't have to. And then for the rest of today, you can do Zern, Freckle, or extra math. We'll see you again tomorrow.